Hey, there we go. Hello, there's nothing quite like unboxing a highly anticipated package. Hey, it's Brandon Devnich from i3dTHEMES with this week's interactive number 37, where we share what we are passionate about here at i3dTHEMES and what we've been working on in the design and code labs. So unboxing, yeah, you know what? This little streaming webcast here is brought to you by Mevo. Well, I mean, not brought to you by, it's brought to you by i3dTHEMES, but it's done on the Mevo camera. This arrived in the mail this week. In fact, express delivery. Ordered it last Thursday, showed up on, I think it was Tuesday morning, and I love unboxing things like this, to see how everything is packaged. You know, like if you've ever unboxed a new smartphone or anything like that, this particular package is really sharp, and the installation instructions are just bang on. And what the Mevo camera is awesome about, it just automatically streams to either Facebook Live or live stream, also to Twitter and Periscope. But one of the most fantastic features of it is that you can, with your smartphone, they have an Android beta, but it's predominantly just iPhone right now, you can manage your video. And if you have multiple people in the video, it can track faces and zoom in on a face when somebody is talking. It can follow people as you're walking around and moving your head around if you want. But you can also use your smartphone. I have mine set up here right in front of the camera, and we can change the zoom just like that, and it just pans in real nice. Maybe even just do a little bit more. We can maybe do some extreme zooming. Of a button. What a really slick little camera. All runs off of Wi-Fi, and anyways, just really quite happy with it. Also, this week, been able to sort of take the wrapping off of a new article that we released called The History of Page Speed. Because we have been doing web development for 15 years, we can really take a look back on what we were doing to make pages load fast or render fast back 10 years ago. It was dramatically different from today. There's so much more going on in web pages today than there were 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, we were making websites awesome using something called Adobe Flash. It's not so predominant these days, especially because it's not a viable technology for mobile devices. We use a lot more JavaScript and third-party libraries and frameworks to make our websites do awesome things. So anyways, take a look at this article. It really is very enlightening and gives you a history of how things have progressed over the last 10 years and explains why things are quite a bit more technical when trying to speed up a website for fast loading, fast rendering, and trying to sort of tackle the Google PageSpeed algorithm. When we haven't been working on that article, which we released on Tuesday, we were working continued development on the Accelerator WordPress plugin. Now, the Accelerator WordPress plugin is basically we're porting the features from the website plugin version of Accelerator, which basically, again, automatically speeds up web pages to be optimized for the Google PageSpeed algorithm. And so we're developing this for the WordPress platform. We're sort of in the final stretch for the the features. We should have this buttoned up in the next couple weeks or so. Then we'll be working on the interface design, and again, we are aiming for a July launch of that. Over in the design lab, Colin actually let me help work on his new website design. I was pretty stoked. He had a little problem he thought would be right up in my neck of the woods, and I was able to help him sort of on the home page header. You're going to see some really awesome little animation as the page loads. Anyways, he was able to relinquish control over that little thing and let me help out with that. Really exciting. He's let me look at it's almost a finished template. He's been working on the content sections this last week, and they look amazing. They really stand out. There's some really interesting new things in how the content is framed within the page with different background layers and how the text shows through. It's really sharp. It's really cutting edge. You're really going to enjoy this. So once he finishes that up, he's going to be working on the development of the integration of the cinema graphs, which are essentially still images with animated areas within them. integrating that within the homepage header. Anyways, that's what's been keeping us here busy at i3dThemes this week. We hope you have had a fantastic week and that you have a fantastic weekend ahead of you. This weekend is the Victoria Day long weekend here in Canada, so we're going to be taking Monday off. We'll be looking for maybe some urgent support tickets if there's anything that comes in. But for the most part, we're going to take Monday off, spend it with our families, and then we'll be back hard at things on Tuesday morning. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me, and we'll talk to you again next week.